Louisa, and I've made this video for you if you're a first-time author with a non-fiction book deal with a traditional publisher. So you have your publication date advancing and your book is coming out and you are probably just hoping and getting excited, and well done you, but you don't really know how important this time is. So my name's Louisa. I'm a twice published author. I'm also a digital strategist and an online educator. So I'm creating this video because I really want to highlight something that a lot of first-time authors don't understand about the launch process, because I didn't understand it. And it's really important because if you don't understand this key piece, you will just waste this pre-launch phase and do what I did with my first book, which was to pick out my dress and write my speech for launch night, but nothing else. And the problem is, if you only do that, your book won't sell as well as it could, and it won't last in the marketplace. I remember being desperately disappointed when I went to bookshops 3 months after my publication date and my book was nowhere to be found. So you don't want that to happen. You want your book to sell. You want to sell more than 250 copies of your book, which is the average sales for a first-time author. And there's ways to do this, okay? Becoming a best-selling author is not some fluke. It is not some kind of miracle. There are ways to do it. So I want to tell you, to get you excited, what I did to become a best-selling author. So my second book, 8 years later, after my first book came out, I published my second memoir, which was called A Letter from Paris. Now, because I'd learnt the hard way that I couldn't just do nothing in the pre-launch phase, I got very, very strategic. It was very exciting as well. I have to say, it's very, very fun planning for a book launch when you know what to plan for and what to include. So I got very, very strategic. I created a digital strategy. I did certain things on social media. I created a media strategy because I've worked as a journalist, I've worked in PR, and I also was learning a lot about online business. So that really helped me with my strategy as well. So I created a strategy, and then by the time A Letter from Paris came out on publication week, we sold more copies of A Letter from Paris than Love and Other U-Turns had sold in its entire lifetime, which by then was 8 years. Now, this might sound like, okay, great. It's great that I sold a lot of copies in the first week. But what I actually think makes something a bestseller is when it continues to sell. So A Letter from Paris continued to sell very sustainably, and it's been a bestseller on multiple continents, and it's been re-released in different areas and different places as an audio production, and also in Canada as a smaller paperback. So these are the things that you want. You want your book to sell well, because then your publisher is going to re-release different versions. It's going to come out in different territories. You'll get opportunities to do amazing things like talk to people from different countries and, be on media, speak on your areas of your passion, because if you're anything like me, you don't just write a book when it's like an idea that you could just leave and forget. The message behind your book really matters to you. So what I did differently with A Letter from Paris, as I said, was I worked really hard in the 6 to 12 months before my book came out. Now, first-time authors don't know this. They wait until publication day to do any kind of promotion or publicity or marketing. And this is a mistake, because you're missing out on so many opportunities to build hype, to build awareness, to find new audience, to find your captive audience and connect with them so that they're excited for publication dates, so that they turn up to events, so that they're sharing your book and your ideas and your message with their friends and their family. And this is all because of what you've done in the 6 to 12 months before publication. There's pre-sale strategies that you can do. There's messaging and marketing strategies. It really depends on your personality, on your message and your unique book. It depends what's happening in the marketplace with that, those themes and topics that your book is around. But I love to do this. I love strategy. So if you take one thing away from this video, it's that you must do some strategy work the 6 to 12 months before your book comes out. You cannot rely on your publisher to do this. The reason why is because even if you've got a big advance, even if you are with a top 5 publisher and you know that you're going to be one of their feature titles the month that your book is coming out, they only dedicate a very key window to giving you marketing and publicity support, okay? So that starts on publication day and it usually lasts about a month. If you're a really big author, it might last for 2 months, but after that you're on your own, okay? So the problem with that is what you do in the 6 months before the book comes out actually matters a lot more than the marketing and promotion that you do. Let's say you create a TED Talk. I wouldn't be doing that 6 months after the books come out, okay? So it's very important to be strategic with the timing of your marketing, and it's very important to do a lot of stuff. Actually, I think it's important to do the most preparation of your marketing plan before the book comes out. So if you would like help with this, I am now offering one-on-one strategy sessions to nonfiction authors who have a traditional book deal. I have details on the page below. I've just created the page, so all the answers should be there for you. If you would like some support in the 6 to 12 months before your book comes out, I can create a step-by-step plan of exactly what to do each month before your book comes out. It's not a template thing that it's not one size fits all, because everyone is different. You might be an introvert, or your book might be about a topic that there's 6 other books coming out on that topic that specific month. So it is a tailored plan, okay? But you really need to take advantage of this 6 to 12 months before your book comes out so that you can sell more copies, so that your book can last on, in libraries, in bookshops. It can keep selling, it can reach more readers, so that, like me, 4 years after publication date, you're still getting messages from readers that touch your heart. So if this sounds good to you, I look forward to hearing from you. And regardless, I hope that you've learned something from this video.